Welcome to Cliffy's Kitchen. It's a pleasure having you as usual. Today I will be making for you codfish fritters. We call it in Jamaica saltfish fritters, or a popular nickname it has called stamp and go. We can talk some more about that, but that's a nice name, stamp and go. The process is very simple, but the end product is really tasty and nice. So follow me as I take you through the process. Before we do that though, if you have not subscribed as yet, please do it now. We appreciate your continued support, and your subscribing is how we get to make it for our channel, so please do that now. Well, this whole preparation consists of quite a few stuff you see here. To begin with, we have saltfish over here. This is about 3/4 pounds of saltfish. Over here, I chopped 2 stalks of scallion and half of a medium-sized onion and 2 sprigs of thyme. Over here we have black pepper. We will just put a little to taste, and water, of course. Come back to this side, we have a Scotch bonnet pepper. We're going to use a little of it. We have 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. We have 1 tablespoon of baking powder. We have 1 teaspoon of onion powder and half a teaspoon of salt. This is what consists the main ingredients for our fritters. Alright, so we're going to start to debone our saltfish. Of course, when you're eating fritters, you do not want to be contending with bones. So what we do, we go in and we do something like this. Notice these little bones, you don't actually see them at first, but they're there. So you have to get them out for a pleasant eating, and you get your flesh all together just like that. And of course it continues. One of the things you also do is to remove the skin, like this dark part here. And being fritters, you don't want to have chunks of saltfish, so you will be making these as small as possible. This saltfish was already soaked overnight in enough water to get the salt out of it. Whatever salt is left in there is just for a nice pleasant taste, because you don't want it to be 100% fresh. That's why it is called saltfish. A little salt needs to be tasted in there, but then not too much. And that's exactly what we have brought this to in how we soak it. Okay. We're now going to make our batter, so we're going to add in the dry ingredients and just put it together. That was our salt. This is our garlic powder. And you know, this is to really make the crust of the fritter really taste good. Our baking powder, our sugar, and we are going to mix these together. And now we're going to go in with the water. This is 2 cups. We'll see if we need more, or let me take that first. I think we're going to need some more. Making our batter, we don't want it to be too soft nor too hard. We could stop at that until we're ready to apply the saltfish to it. That's good enough. So we're going to leave it, and we're now going to do some saute over here with our green seasoning. It's time now to apply about 2 tablespoons of cooking oil in my fry pan. We don't want it to be too much. That is the Sautéing, our green seasoning, so that of course our fritters don't come out too greasy. My heat, we can do with it at between medium and high. You liking the video so far? Please remember to like, share and subscribe. We also like when you send in pictures of what we do, when you recreate those stuff and really prove it for yourself. We really appreciate that. Vanessa from Jamaica sent in one such creation of the sweet and sour chicken. It looks very good and we're definitely going to post it so you can all see it. So we welcome these. Notice the scallion, onion, the thyme, and now the black pepper, the aroma. The aroma is so nice, smells really good. I'm now going to add the saltfish in because this was just for a burst of flavor. So you know you're going to be getting a nice tasting fritter. Okay. Add a little more black pepper to this now. Yeah, we saute this for at least 4 minutes, and that's good enough because you don't want these to burn, but the flavor is out and properly applied in everything, so we can turn our heat off now. So I am now adding a teaspoon of Scotch bonnet pepper. Notice it's not the ripe one either. It's green, but the flavor is good. We add this and mix it in, and then we add it to the batter. And I tell you, this is really going to be so nice. It smells so good. Now adding the saltfish to the batter, after which we will just stir it right in. Okay, we do like this now. This is really a sumptuous amount. Yes. You're going to be having a good taste of saltfish in each bite of these fritters, and that's how I love to make my saltfish fritters. I did have my heat on high. I'm now going to take it down to just a little past medium, so it doesn't give them the color too quick, and they will be properly soaked through by the time they are to be turned. And notice that my fry pan, enough oil is in there to cover the bottom, and that is good for the fritters, right? So you won't have to be worrying that the oil is all soaked up and stuff like that. So it's time to start putting them in now. We're not gonna do these too big, and we also do not promise perfect shape because you know the batter is uncontrollable by way of shaping. But the proof of it is in the eating, so that's what matters. These are ready for flipping now. So, yep, notice golden brown, looking pretty, looking good. These are perfectly ready for taking out of the oil now. They're cooked properly. Notice, really looking pretty golden brown. And we're resting them on absorbent paper so that it can absorb the extra oil. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you really enjoyed, and I hope you have found some value in it. Of course, something that you can even share with your friends. In the meantime, we appreciate your continued support. Just want to remind you to like, share and subscribe. Hit the notification button down there. Keep sending in your comments. We will utilize them and do the requests that you ask us to do, and we really appreciate your continued support. See you in our next video.